Reporting for the Intermountain Christian News, I'm Dr. Anthony Harper here at the White House. Since my last reporting here at the White House, Biden has had his trip to Israel and to Saudi Arabia, and just as expected, it didn't go very well, with Biden continuing to pressure Israel in dividing Israel, the Palestinian state, and support of the Palestinian consulate, and of course funding of the anti-Semitic agency UNRWA, that Senator James Risch of Idaho has been involved with me in an investigation uncovering that matter. So on one side, one of the issue of Biden administration, they are very supportive of Israel and the previous Prime Minister Netanyahu, but the actions that are taken by the White House in supporting a anti-Semitic curriculum, the UNRWA schools, and of course with conversations with Iran, and so many other troubling issues regarding the Palestinian Authority funding that as well. All these anti-Semitic policies are very disturbing, and it's very serious issues for a lot of evangelical Christians and Jewish people. For most Israeli people do not support dividing Israel with a Palestinian state. And I had a private meeting, intense face-to-face meeting with Admiral Kirby on this matter, telling him about the warning of dividing Israel that's found in the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 2, asking him to talk with Biden about this concern. For that scripture says, "For God enters into judgment in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the nations that divide up his land." And from that statement, obviously, the God of Israel is angry about people that scatter his people and divide up his land. So check out that verse, Joel 3:2. Pray for miracles here at the White House to bring up continued concerns about anti-Semitism and the abortion issue, right to life, and the sanctity of marriage, as well as veterans' rights. I've asked the White House, what is the Biden administration doing to provide housing for the homeless veterans, specifically tiny homes, and what is he doing to combat the suicide problem for those diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder? Various serious concerns impacting veterans that the White House needs to make some strong statements, some answers to my questions. Please pray for all the support that is needed to report truth here, to be a witness of truth in a hostile environment. You can go to our website, imcnews.org, click on that donate button, and make a difference by making a tax-deductible donation support of our truth reporting here at the White House.
We read news every day, news that's informative but rarely encouraging. The Intermountain Christian newspaper aims to change that. They present the news you need to know, from what's going on in your community to your world, with encouraging words, motivation, and the resources you need to make positive changes in your life. What is your local government doing that you need to know about? What's happening in your community you need to be a part of? Whether it's a story from your neighborhood, a national story, or an encouraging word, you'll find biblical issues of everyday life in the Intermountain Christian newspaper. Intermountain Christian News is produced and supported by the work and donations of individuals and churches. You'll find it at churches, Christian bookstores, by subscription, and online at imcnews.org. To find out more about supporting this local resource, go online at imcnews.org or call Intermountain Christian News in Boise, Idaho at 208-703-8688. The Intermountain Christian News, a voice sharing the truth on matters dear to people's hearts.